Like that. This is Warsaw, turn-based tactical RPG from Pixelated Games. I thank you to the folks over at Sandbox for sending me over a key so we could check this out today. I've been very much looking forward to it, even though it's not usually the sort of thing I play. I was really drawn to it. The art style really drew me towards it. We just dive in. So the year is 1944. Battered by opposing forces on two fronts, the Third Reich begins to crumble. In Central Europe, Poland lies at the heart of the storm, caught between the waning Nazi oppression and the rising Soviet threat. There's little hope for release. Despite the unfavourable odds, the Polish Home Army, now an underground resistance movement, is given a go-ahead by the country's government in exile. As a final part of countryside Operation Tempest, they are to launch one last act of defiance. An uprising in Warsaw. August the 1st, 1944, the W hour. 952,000 people live within the uprising area. The first skirmish begins. Okay. Hopefully we get a little bit of tutorials and stuff. Yeah, tutorial. Yeah. The uprising begins, but before you are thrown in the deep end, you play for a short tutorial. Yeah, we'll definitely do this. So we got Jadwiga, we got Krestov, and we got Casimir. So each of them have obviously got their own skills. She's got clay shot. Reduce accuracy against targets behind cover. Yeah. Repelling fire. We've got an against M1995. She got a heal. Okay. Kristov, we got a single shot. Target acquired. I'm not too sure what. I guess when we tutorial might give us an indication. I mean, obviously, you look at the tooltips for these. You got like the different dots. So look at this clear shot. You got 8 blue dots on the top left, 4 red dots on the right. So I mean, I guess the blue is the allies. The red is the enemy. I guess. And this is probably going to tell us about it, right? Exploration. Right now, you're exploring a fragment of the city, and your party is represented by a unique symbol. Okay, which is here. There's a symbol behind us. You see your current team, inventory, and available action points at the bottom of the screen. Your task is to complete the mission by fulfilling all the objectives shown in the upper left. So all you have to do is get to the hideout. Movement on the map depletes your action points. Should you run out of action points before completing a given set of objectives, your mission will result in a failure. And now, however, continue along the street, moving your party with the mouse cursor and holding left shift. So what are these? I mean, the arrows point telling us where we want to go, right? Along your way through the streets and sewers of Warsaw, you run into enemies, loot, and multiple choice events. Certain enemies may force you into combat if they spot you and you are in a danger zone, represented by the red circle around the enemy symbol. Okay. Red circle. Hello, GG! Consult the eye icon to check if the enemy can see you. Is that the eye icon here? If it's open, they can see you. If it's closed, they probably can't. If any encounters are nearby, an arrow will display your party will direct you to it. So that's the arrow we're seeing around, I think. Initiate an encounter by approaching it with your party and clicking a button for the event pop-up. So do what you want. Obtain ammunition. Your team needs ammunition before they can join the fight. Oh. Before you set out to the rally point, the first order of business is to arm yourself. Your team arrives to receive a share of ammunition from a resistant arsenal, and not a moment too soon, a Nazi patrol appears in the distance, luckily alarmed by the unusual activity in the district. If you want to rendezvous with the uprising, you will have to fight your way through. So 180 short ammo, 160 long ammo, and 50 heavy ammo. Events may usually offer multiple choice to pick from. Certain choices during these events may require spending resources or passing trait checks with one of your characters. Failing these checks will typically result in negative consequences and sometimes even death. All checks are clearly marked out in text. Now proceed with your party to the next control point. So loot all. Simply supply drops for resources, discarded weaponry while in the field you will run into many opportunities to retrieve equipment in Uprising. I'm guessing you're going to see like these like circles on the map, and you can go to them. There's going to be sort of encounters. Some of them might be good, some of them might be bad, right? And they will encounter. Got one battle, one event, and no loot. Note the inventory space is limited, and should you get over capacity, you need to leave some items behind. Press items left in the cache, remain there until the end of the mission. Okay. So where do we see our inventory though, I wonder? Where do we see our inventory? Ah, I! For inventory! Okay! Yeah, so you got 12 slots. Most of our slots are bullets. So I'm guessing these are kind of skirmishes. Oh, so there's a... This is the patrol we're going to be running into. Nazi patrol needs to be eliminated if you are to reach the rally point. Okay. Combat. I think the combat plays out a lot like Darkest Dungeon, I believe. So it's 3 versus 2. Tutorial will explain the mechanics of combat. You may skip it if you wish, but it's recommended for first time players. Yep. Also, you begin each round with a number of activations equal to the number of combatants in the side. So we got 3, they got 2. Activations are required to perform skills. Both sides are alternate in using activations, and the current round ends when both sides use order slots. Now try activating a combatant. Highlight using the mouse to select Christoph. So this is Christoph. Highlight a skill using the mouse to display a tooltip markers and show the starting position required for the skill. Right. Highlight target acquired and indication, as indicated by the red target grid in the tooltip. It is an offensive skill simply by pushing it, pressing the left mouse button, proceed to target selection. So 16 and 20 damage, 85% accuracy, 15% crit, 5% armor pen, ignores cover, costs 1 stam. When you select a skill, markers show the range of the skill appear. When only target enemy within range, keep in mind that skills have a limited range. Okay. Highlight using the mouse, press. Oh, okay, so yeah. Highlight a grenadier. So we're choosing that target. Okay, this is... yeah, the grenadier sits on the bottom right. This is the rifleman. Boom! So 16... You successfully dodged or damaged an opponent from using your skill, but it costs you some ammunition at a point of stamina. Stamina is displayed on a combatant's health bar. Below the health bar. So yeah, so he's got... It's free, right? So 3 stamina, we've used 1 of them. Combatant's effectiveness relies on stamina, so 3 stamina, no penalties. 2 stamina, which he's got now, so he's got 10% accuracy penalty for his next move. Or his next skill, I should say. 1 stamina, all damage reduced by received increased by 20%. 0 stamina cannot use him. They regenerate 1 stamina a round. Alright. For grenadiers. Bastards. A little bit like, yeah, I think the combat is a bit like Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, have you played Darkest Dungeon? I know I have not, but I've watched it. I've watched people play it. Some skills are able to affect more than a single target. If so, it's indicated in the tooltip as area. Okay. Okay, area. So area, this has got like 3 like bars next to it. I guess that means 3. In addition, the skill will highlight multiple targets during the target and the animation steps. Now, it is time for the second activation. Use the defense skill for a change. Alright. Select Jadwiga. So she's got a heal. As indicated by the green target. And the grid is a defensive skill. Yeah, okay, so you're green in the tooltip. It's got blue and green at the top. These are blue and red. So the green means friendly. When using the skill, the target marker appears on your side. Target Christoph. Hello, no, target Christoph. 19 health. We've filled him up again. Okay. Cover. Notice your character took reduced damage. Standing right next to obstacles grants combatants additional armor. Okay, so yeah, he's standing behind his barrel, reducing the damage they receive. Keep in mind, however, the obstacles will be damaged too. But yeah, so this got 30 health. This got 30 health. Alright, let's fight Kristoff again. Notice you have other options aside from using offensive and defensive skills, such as moving your character or skipping activation altogether. So move, skip. I'll both use up an activation. Only movement affects stamina. Try moving to a better position. Yeah, so it's just we move him here, right? Select the empty tile behind Casimir's and push the left button. Now move. There. So I'm clicking it. Oh, go click on the thing at the top. Lol. Right. Right, select Kristoff again. Select target acquired. Combatants on both sides occupy tiles on one of two horizontal lanes. All targets attacked from the other lane are considered flanked and receive 15% bonus damage. Note that this applies both to your party and to the enemies and does not apply to enemy heavy weapons or armored units. Now make use of the bonus. Target a grenadier. See your horizontal lanes, right? So we got the bottom lane and the top lane. So if we shoot him now, we're in the bottom lane now, right? Yeah, I can see that there, so on the top right. So we target him, 16 to 20 damage. Target this guy is 16 to 19 damage, but it's like, it says flanking underneath, right? So you're going to get a damage bonus.
Yeah.
Right. Wait, he pulled him out? Ah, select curves, it's time to use a buff. Select contraband ammunition. Note that you cannot use mow down because you're in incorrect position. How do you know what? How does it say what position this is? So that's like an AoE ability, but I guess you got to be behind cover. I mean, it doesn't sound at all tip you need to be behind cover. Hello, JDJ9? I mean, the game's telling me you can't use it, but it doesn't say why. I'm guessing because he was behind cover before. I could use it last time. The bricks tell you what? What do you mean bricks? Yeah. So we got to be in one of those blocks on the left. So basically, we've got to be behind cover, right? Or either behind cover or near your team, right? Because it says on the top there, you got the 4 blue squares. So of the 8 squares we can move in, it's the first 4 are the ones we can use that ability in, right? So we got to be in these 4 squares over here, right? So it's probably nothing to do with cover or not. It's just telling you where to be. Like this one here, you can use in any of the 8 squares, right? And you can hit the people in the first 4 squares. All right. Okay. So what does this actually do? Increase the chance to apply burn by 80%. Ooh. Increase chance to apply bleed. Target Kristoff. So we're giving it buff to them, right? Skills can apply array of buffs, which are displayed as icons near the combatant's portrait. So burn chance up. So she's got bleed chance up. He's got burn chance up. You can hover over the icons. Yeah, we just see that. Each activation and each new round decreases the duration counter. So at the moment it says free. So 3 rounds, I guess, right? Bullet hail. Some skills also apply debuffs to enemy targets. Burn and bleed inflict damage over time. Blind decreases the target accuracy, and suppression prevents the target from performing skills altogether. Like with buffs, each activation and round decrease the debuffs remaining duration. Try to apply a debuff to your opponent. Like Kristoff, single shot. If needed, you can unselect a skill by pressing the right mouse button. Target a rifleman. 25 damage, and we should have put a dot. So he's got burn on him, so 7-8 a tick, and he's got 1 tick, so 1 round that's going to last. This concludes a guided combat mechanics tutorial. You will now be given free reign to finish the fight as you see fit. Right. I kind of want to move this guy out of back behind some fucking cover. Although he's almost there. One attack and he's gonna die, right? And let's move this guy. So here we'll put him back behind this, right? Here we'll put him behind that. Okay. So he's... Anna's next. Maybe she can actually try to finish this guy off. He's only got 5 health, but he's gonna die next round. Oh no, the dot finished, so he's not gonna die next round, is he? So can she actually she's got a full auto attack. See this one here, right? So we're looking at this character here. Repelling fire needs to be, so he needs to be in the first 4. Okay, I get it. Clear shot. His accuracy is 94%. We should be able to finish him off, right? 84% and she missed! Oh my god. What aim, right? I mean 84%.
Trzeba to opatrzeć.
Right again. Alright.
Vorsichtig, Granate!
Grenade. Single shots. Yes, I can't do that because there's no one in that. Single shot is obviously going to be a big range. What is that one? Whoa, what is... Clear, is that a grenade? Requires 6 ammo. Let's try that out. Let's see what it's. Let's check it out. Wait, so it's going to be. That's going to hit multiple squares, right? Oh, it's a fucking bazooka. 71 crit. I didn't realize it was a bazooka. Maybe the image on the tooltip indicated it was a bazooka, and I just didn't notice it. Right. Death and survival. Remember, death is permanent. Whether in battle or events, it is vital to keep your characters alive and well, especially since their health does not replenish automatically. While certain rewards may appear promising, sometimes it's better to limit your risks and avoid combat altogether. So can you heal between rounds? Oh, she's injured. He's injured. Characters who suffer damage above a certain threshold suffer an injury. Injuries will reduce the character's health when they return to the hideout and will have to be treated in the hospital. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing you might be able to carry, like, I don't know, band-aids and stuff. I mean, can she use that? It can't use it to heal or anything during when you're out here. I guess there might be items and stuff you're gonna have to you get like maybe you can use. Sorry, so we got one event left, which is this here. With a patrol gone, your team should have a clear path. Okay, so we're at the hideout. Having emerged victorious from the first real engagement, your team descends onto the city's sewer network to reach the rally point. There's little time to celebrate, however, for the hard part comes next. The uprising is now in full swing. The long battle has begun. When all objectives are fulfilled, an icon will appear on the upper left of the screen. Press it to complete your mission. I wonder what these icons are. Whether they're just like these are where like troops are kind of dug in, or whether it's, I don't know. Maybe it's just supplies. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to walk over to that icon and see what it is. Right, nothing. Maybe it's just like blockades stopping you from going down specific roads, I guess. That's probably more like it, right? Hey, we got a reward. We got a commendation. Currency for ranking up characters. Okay. Ooh, rank ups. Okay, mission summary. Carrying out missions takes time. At the end of every mission, you'll receive a quick summary of all your gains and losses. In the uprising, you'll also get to resolve all events that have transpired in the meantime. So there's no events. Oh, well, it says events. It just says what else remains for me under my face, and nothing there. So this is different districts. All of them are, what's that, plus 8 war assets. So plus 8 war assets a day in this one, and used to pay 4 supplies a day. Alright. So 99% momentum. 60 what's that supplies? 60 green supplies, 80 red supplies. So we got 60 supplies in and 80 supplies out, right? So we lost 20. Right. That makes sense. Plus 1 day. Right, let's go. What else remains for me? Urged by a sudden din of panic, you enter a circle of onlookers that have gathered at your base. An armed man, one you recognize as a fellow resistance fighter, sways back and forth on shaky feet, his ashen face contorted in equal measure of despair and delusion. Slurring out words in abrupt chunks of speech, he gets more agitated the longer the situation unfolds. And the gun in his hand is not making things any less tense. So we can try to charm him, try to calm him down, lower the weapon. We got brawn, attempt to knock him out, observe, or there'll be no risk to open fire on him. We're going to just observe. It does not get better, and if anything, it merely gives the situation time to explode. Finally, realizing he has reached the end of his line, the man opens fire at the crowd, killing or wounding several innocent bystanders before you take him out. Aside from the obvious losses, you have little doubt this incident will become a black stain on everyone's morale. So, Jadwiga lost 5 health, and 1 attrition gained in Makatao. Okay. Makatao, so 1 attrition here. So this went up by 1 because that event went bad, right? So now we're going to proceed to the next day. The morale didn't get affected though. What is evil? I was trying not to be aggressive. Right, you've reached the resistance hideout, your base of operations between assignments. You can either view the tutorial explaining or skip. Well, we'll look at it, right? Here you can plan new missions, oversee party recovery, manage spare equipment, and recruit volunteers for the cause. These activities can be accessed from the assistance of your specialist NPCs, alright? Your current and future partners will also be present here. Press left mouse button on a character to open their character menu. So where's our regular characters? I mean, since your characters will be here. Oh, down the bottom. Oh, there you go. So click on her. Character overview. Jadwiga, paramedic. Here you can see your character's attributes, traits, equip weapon, and skills. If you wish to adjust your equipment or skill set, proceed to the corresponding tabs. Right. So trait, she's got +2++ academics and 1+ in intuition. 3 skills. Equipping skills. To equip a skill, press the left mouse button you wish to equip. And we've already got all of them, so there's no more. I guess you can maybe get them, pick them up or something, or learn them as you level. As you've got 1 empty skill slot for when we do get something else. Skills with a red background are weapon skills. These meant to do damage and will consume ammunition. Yellow is obviously, that's like a heals. Different skill colours are signify personal skills. Abilities individual to each party member. Characters unlock new skills with each promotion. Ooh. Weapons, she's got 1. That's all we got. Equipping a weapon, press left button. Yeah. Each combatant has a preferred set of weapon types they can carry. Each weapon provides you a set of skills native to the type. So, yeah, a short revolver, and we got 2 skills. You cannot equip 2 weapons of the same type. Experience! By completing missions, your party might obtain commendations. Yeah, we did get 1 from that first mission. This shared resource can be used to promote your characters to higher ranks. Each character can rank up 3 times, and every time they do so, they gain 1 ability from a choice of 2. Note that the order of receiving these is not constant, and you will receive and will vary each playthrough. Additionally, each character ranks up will also grant an extra ability. Okay, so we'll look at the other characters first. If we rank her up, we're going to get here, right? And we're going to be able to choose between one of these 2 skills, I guess, right? We can choose between ongoing care Whenever a paramedic or an adjacent ally is targeted by an enemy, heal that ally. Okay, so it's a passive ability that will automatically heal someone if they're targeted when they're standing next to you. Or we got Soothing Presence. Restore 1 additional point of stamina for the paramedic and adjacent allies at the start of each turn. Yeah, so if we leveled her up, we'd get one of these that we choose. You got accommodation. It's where you sleep. It's a space accommodation. Commendation, yes. Commendation. And I guess that this is the extra skill we're going to get bonus. So it's Guardian Angel, deal 10 to 16 damage. Pull an ally back 3 tiles from the front line. Ooh. Okay, so an area effect attack that's going to hit their back line and also pull an ally out of shit, right? Check the other 2 characters first, because we got 1 level up we can use. I got a feeling I might want to use it on the healer, right? Because the healer's going to be really important, I think. Alright, so he's got basically points in like brawn. He's got 3 points in brawn, 1 in endurance. Got a taunt, so this is a tank then, right? Single shot, target activate, clear out, and he's got a taunt, and he's got a rifle and a bazooka. And he's got an extra skill though, look. So we can equip this, but to do this we've got to take one out. So at the moment he's got a single shot, target acquired. So single shot attacks their back line, like the back half of the enemies in the 2 back rows or columns. And target acquired can shoot anyone. We've got clear out, which is like the bazooka skill. And he's got target practice. Increase the chance to be targeted by an enemy. Lasts for 2 durations, so 2 rounds. So basically we can have him, he can like taunt to get him to shoot him, but we've got this shield breaker, increase accuracy against armored and heavy weapon targets, decrease accuracy against infantry. This is obviously for anti-tank. Yes. So this is for shooting like either heavily armored enemies or maybe vehicles, So we got a spell. What's not a spare, is it? He's got it. The other guy's got it. So as far as experience, if we give him a level up, he'll learn 1 of 2 skills. Retaliation will fire at infantry enemies targeting the home army soldiers or adjacent characters. 105% accuracy. Target itself, gain retaliation. Yeah, so basically he's going to give himself this buff. Then when they take their turn, I guess, and they shoot at one of your friendlies, he's going to retaliate, right? And he's going to shoot them back. Blow for blow will fire at armored and heavy targets. Yeah, so it's a similar thing, but with like armored or heavy armored targets. But to do this, obviously he's going to have to lose one of these skills to do that, right? If we do that with him. So our 3rd character we got at the moment. Projector infantry anti-tank, not bazooka. It looks like a bazooka RPG. You know what I mean. He's got 2 spare skills. Right, so he's full auto. So he's using a He's got a rifle, but he's also got. Was it like an MG? Yeah, MG. He's got like a machine gun and a rifle. So he's got 2 rifles, 2 MG skills. He's got loaded at the moment, and he does have 2 other skills which I can put in, which are rifle skills. That's the skills that this guy's got. So this guy's a rifleman, this guy's got the MG, and he's got it. That's seemed pretty nice. That seemed to work pretty well. Hello, Scatman, because it was applying burn. So experience wise, his 2. If we level him up, the 2 skills he can get. 1, increase all damage by 15%. And increase accuracy. Okay. So it's like a friendly buff to improve damage and accuracy. Or blind, decrease accuracy by the enemy. I have played Sniper Elite 4, yes. So as far as the character will level up, I'll probably do her first because she is the one character that's got an empty skill. So if I level up one of these first, I've got you know, they're going to get a new skill which they can't equip without sacrificing something. We haven't really used them enough yet to know, but if I give my first level up to her, she can gain a skill and she hasn't got to sacrifice anything, right? That seems like a good plan. Although, which one would I go for these two? Ay. Right, so what else we got? We got the other characters we can look at. So, the informant. Okay. The informant is your window onto the status of uprising. You can monitor the overall condition of uprising as well as individual resistance pockets. To keep the fight going, each day the uprising consumes war assets that you are provided by districts. By default, war assets are in deficit. To represent the uprising gradually slowing down, your task is to manage this deficit and prolong the uprising by keeping all districts' morale high. Okay. Reaching 0 momentum means the uprising is unable to continue when the game ends. When you're all set, click on new mission. So this is obviously where you're going to start a new mission. Excursions. Excursions allow you to aid districts by sending supplies to replenish a portion of their morale. Every time your party returns to the hideout, there is a 50% chance that a damaged district will be available to receive an excursion. Alright.